the Hilton Coliseum on the campus of Iowa State University. We move ahead now to 84-kilo men's freestyle. That's 185 pounds. And joining us once again, national coach Kevin Jackson. Kevin, this one sets up with Lee Fullhart in the red singlet, Mo Lawal in the blue singlet. Lawal, the national champion, Fullhart, the challenger. What do you see?
Well, I see two guys. It's going to be a very intense match. They both train out of Colorado Springs, Colorado, so they're working out in the right areas. The weight class opened up once Kale decided not to compete this year, and both these guys are really vying for that spot. So should be a great match, one of the most intense matches we've had so far this evening.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup when you look at Lee Fullhart. You know, he was able to beat Cale Sanderson twice last year in the Open and also once in the trials matches. You know, you think that would somewhat be a coronation, but he comes back in this format, and it's been all Mo Lawal. And you look at that power that Mo Lawal brings to the table here. Once again, able to pull up a three-point move.
Well, that was a mistake on Lee's part, to take that risk on the edge of the mat and give Muhammad the opportunity to score 3 points. Like I said, it's very difficult to come back from a three-point move, a three-point deficit. Like you said, Lee Fullhart got a chance to wrestle Cale Sanderson a couple times last year and did beat him. Muhammad's only losses last year were to Cale Sanderson. So him and Mo didn't wrestle any freestyle matches until this year in the national tournament. And so both these guys are capable. And like I said, it's going to be one of the most competitive matches and highly intensive matches that we're looking at.
Well, the thing about Lawal that we just saw, he's got power, he's got speed, he's got some explosion. He turned it on right there near the edge of the mat and picked up that 3 points, and at 45 seconds remaining in the first period has a nice 3-0 lead over Lee Fullhart.
It's going to be very difficult for Lee to come back. He has to create more action, more pushing, more pulls to create angles to get his attacks off. And you notice in the first match and this match, Lee is yet to get off a strong leg attack and give himself an opportunity to score.
Well, I think you see one of the reasons why there, you can see he's getting his wrist tied up, and just, you know, something as simple as that can stop even the best wrestlers to get their offense off.
And I've wrestled with Muhammed Lawal before, and he definitely does have a strong grip on that wrist, and it's very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, right there you see it. You know, Fullhart likes to shoot with that left arm, and Lawal is really using his grip on both sides there to keep him from getting that shot off.
I think the difference in the match is Muhammad was able to create an angle, run a leg down, and Lee has yet to been able to create any angles or get any setups off where he can actually get a leg attack. He has to do better in the second period.
So Mo Lawal ends the first period with the victor by a 3-0 score.
And right there you see just what you're talking about, Kevin. It's not like if he could have just stepped out of bounds right there and gave up the 1 point, but he tried for the big move and then ended up giving up 3 points, and that's tough to come back from.
Yeah, but if you noticed, even if he would have only given up the 1 point, he still didn't create enough angles or offensive setups to get to a leg to score. So he would have lost 1-0 regardless, but still he made a big mistake on the edge of the mat. If they would have been in the center of the mat, he possibly would have scored 2 points, maybe 3 points, but since he was on the edge of the mat going out of bounds, they only give that point to the offensive wrestler. That's why Mo was awarded 3 and Lee 0.
Kevin Jackson, U.S. national coach, let me ask you this. What makes Lawal such a good wrestler? Is it what he does on his feet?
Well, under these rules, the majority of the match is taking place on his feet. And he's an excellent offensive wrestler. He has good, strong leg attacks. He's explosive. He's athletic. And another thing that made Mo really good is he moved to the Olympic Training Center. He's full-time training freestyle. He's committed to being the best he can, and I think it's showing in his results this year.
Well, they went to 3 periods in their bout earlier, but Lawal came out the victor. They lost the first one 1-1 on criteria, and then won the next 2 1-0. So not a lot of scores. He's very good. He's very athletic, but if he gets a 3-point lead or if he gets a 1-point lead, he's so good on his feet that you can't catch him. There's a nice look at John Smith out there coaching.
John's done an excellent job with Muhammad. As you know, Muhammad's from Oklahoma State. He was an All-American there, and John's groomed him to become one of the better wrestlers in the country, and we're hoping that he becomes one of the better wrestlers in the world if he does make this team. Lee has to generate more offense. He has to create more angles, more setups to get his attacks off. These guys have worked out many times in the wrestling together, so I'm sure they're both aware of each other's offensive tendencies. That's why you're seeing such a close scoring match.
Nice double leg attempt there, warded off pretty well. But what I like about Lawal here is just not just the double leg and come back and camp out for a while. He's harassing the Fullhart in his head-hands offense, really. Now he steps up into a nice shot. This should be big here.
Oh, big it is. You hear the thunder and the crash.
He's wrestling excellent. I mean, his motion is really good. His
That's
hands
it.
are really strong. Did they call the touch fall there?
They call a high amplitude throw, 5-point move, and if you execute a 5-point move, that takes care
That's
of
huge.
the match.
That's huge. That's huge for Muhammad because Lee is a competitor. Like you said, he's beaten our Olympic champion, Cael Sanderson. For Muhammad to beat him 2 matches in a row and then to finish him off like that, that's going to give him a lot of confidence going into the World Championships.
He's won both these matches, won the national finals with big throw and a fall, and now here with a big 5-point move. I think one of the few 5-point moves I've seen all weekend.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good.
That is one of the rule changes. You execute the 5-point move, and that ends the bout.
Here it is. Just had this freight train double here. Just going to put him back up, set him back down on the tracks.
Big mistake by Lee. Lee's beating this position. He should not hold under this and take this chance. Leads to things like that.
Well, it's been a while probably since Lee Fullhart was so high off the ground, but right now the man who's high must be Mo Lawal, our 84-kilo champion. Kevin Jackson, once again, thanks for stopping up and sharing your insight with us.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Nice look at Mo Lawal, who's now standing by as the 84-kilo winner with our man on the side, Joe Miller.
Mo Lawal on a roll. You've won 3 straight, the U.S. Open, now 2 for 2 here at the World Team Trials. Welcome to the World Team, I guess.
Yeah, man, I'm glad to get this stuff done and take on some new competition overseas, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I feel good. I could go another match.
You've been one of the hottest wrestlers in the U.S., I mean, as far as dominant this season. Well, how do you explain the role you've been on here?
Well, you can thank Coach Kevin Jackson, Coach Brands, Terry, and Coach Smith and Eric Guerrero for that, and Daniel Cormier. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be in the situation I am right